Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs out there, Sebastian Envy, strong style cinephile, and we got ourselves a look at The Marvels, which is coming in November, which is kind of unexpected. I guess I missed, stuff online saying that a trailer was going to drop soon, and it did this morning, about a little over an hour ago as I'm recording this, and it already had over a million views. So it's safe to say people are curious about what's coming forth with this movie. I know a lot of people have been dragging Brie Larson ever since she was cast as Captain Marvel. I didn't think she was like the best person for the job, but I haven't been wholly dissatisfied with the job that she's done. In this movie, we don't exactly know all the particulars, which is good. I like when we don't know the movie beat for beat, but as we saw at the tail end of Miss Marvel on Disney Plus, that her and Captain Marvel switch places. And then we find out in this that there's something with their powers, that they're connected some kind of way, which when they use them, which I'm assuming it's not going to be just when they use them, because they have to use them to fight and do other stuff. But at some point, when they use them, they end up switching places with each other, which I'm sure is going to cause all sorts of visual gags and shenanigans, where you have like Carol is in some precarious, dangerous situation. Next thing you know, Kamala gets swapped into that situation. So there's going to be stuff like that. What's going to be the root cause of it remains to be seen. Who's the major villain remains to be seen. So I like that this is very much a teaser. Kind of gave us lots of visuals, gave us shots of the characters that we've all come to know and love. Your Kamala, your Monica, your Carol, your Nick Fury, Sam Jackson, just continuing to be Sam Jackson as Nick Fury. So it's safe to assume that he's going to come out of Secret Invasion unscathed to be in this. That's the only thing that's about the whole connected universe type thing that they're doing with the MCU, is because it can take away some of the potential peril for some of the characters if you know they're going to appear in a movie or something that's coming out months down the line, and you're watching something with them. They're going to survive. I mean, granted, it could depend on how they survive, what they had to sacrifice in order to survive, what kind of changes they go through in order to survive. So those things have to be executed well. But ultimately, it's like the person's going to be there. So, they're not in any real danger. So that's the only drag about trying to have everything super connected like they do. But I'm here for it. I'm curious enough about it, although their whole thing with their powers being connected, and Carol's is kind of like this cosmic sort of origin. The way they set it up in the MCU, Monica's has something to do with residual effects maybe of like Wanda and her hex magic type stuff and how she was affected by that. And then Kamala's is like the band, but then the word mutation was mentioned in the Miss Marvel show, along with the music from the Fox X-Men, which was cool. But it's like, so they're all coming from different places, so how exactly are they connected to the point where their powers are making them swap places and stuff like that? So there's a lot of questions that the teaser raises for this film. I'm curious to see what other information comes out about it. Curious to see it when it comes out, which is in November, so it's a long ways off. But I guess we'll see how it goes. This was a cool little teaser, very much a teaser of what is to come and what is potentially to come. So I'm here for it. I'm here for majority of the MCU stuff. Admittedly, I kind of tapped out on Miss Marvel just after like a couple episodes. It just wasn't hooking me in. Like the whole mutant thing, I saw that clip on YouTube. Brie in it, I saw that on YouTube because I was like, oh, I read that happened, so I like dialed up the clip and saw it. But it didn't hook me. That's just me personally. That's not to say the series was bad or anything by any stretch of the imagination. It just wasn't interesting to me. So hopefully this movie is. I liked Captain Marvel well enough. Again, prequels, like characters aren't in any real peril, any real danger. So I'm curious as to where the sequel goes and if it's just a good movie. Because I remember I was reading something last night that James Gunn had said that when he was commenting on superhero fatigue, and he said that people aren't necessarily fatigued of superhero movies. It's just these superhero movies need to be good when it's just a bunch of just images and a bunch of just CG on screen just colliding with no real meaning, no real story, no real emotional connectivity and weight, then people would get tired of that. Do they get tired of superhero movies? Not necessarily. It's just the way that a lot of them are being done. They're just not being done to the best of their ability, and that's what people are getting tired of. And that I can understand. That I can definitely agree with. Are people getting tired of superhero movies? Maybe a little bit. I don't think the bubble is close to bursting just yet. I think there's more years behind us than in front of us till it bursts. That's my personal opinion. But I think it's more along the lines of what he said. It's just the tropes and formulas that have been established by these superhero movies. People want more than that. People want them to evolve, and they're not. And that's the thing that's holding them back right now. Will that change? Will that change with this movie? Remains to be seen. I guess we'll all find out together when it comes out in November. But those are some of my thoughts on it, scattered as they often are. What do you guys out there think? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on social media. Talk to me there. Talk to me here. Until next time, let us geek.